People are advised to stay away from outside doors and windows and not to be connected with. This part is clear. Not to be connected with what? Can you say targets and to keep low? You cannot say that. Any electrical appliances, it seems okay. Let me ask a question. How many of you have chosen AE? Raise your hands. How many of you have not chosen? Raise your hands. I expect remaining students to raise their hands. Now, third question. How many of you have attempted these questions? Raise your hands. Okay. Second, AE is not correct. Tell me why. First part, there's nothing wrong. But second part, all of you underline the word any. When we use the word any, we don't use a noun in the plural form. That is the error. Answer my question, will you say any students or any student? We never use a noun in the plural form. That means AE can be considered, not considered. Cannot consider AE combination. That is ruled out. Now we'll see. This is what happens. If you don't read meticulously, then one letter is enough. What is the letter here? S. And what is the word here? Any. That makes all the difference. If caught outdoors, people are advised to avoid isolated trees or other objects that are preferred targets for lightning and to keep low so as to minimize both height and contact with the ground. This seems right. That means what? B, D could be one pair. C and F we have to check. When a lightning leader comes near the building, the lightning rod initiates a discharge that travels upward and connects with it, thus controlling the point of attachment of lightning to the building. This also seems right. So which option says B, D and C, F? So what is the answer here? This is a good question because casual reading you will get it wrong. But meticulous, you may go for, imagine in a hurry you have read and you have read casually. Then you will be damn sure about AE. How many options with AE? And CD does not connect or it may connect. And then you will go for second option. But what is the answer here? Second option or fourth option? There you got to be careful. We'll go to the next one. The down conductors and grounding system function, can you say to guide the current? And the geometry should be, what is the last one? The down conductors and grounding system function, I think we can consider D. Function to do what? To guide the current into the ground while minimizing damage to the structure. This seems okay. Hold this one. And how many options with AD? Let us check the second one first. What is the second one? AD, BF. Already we have chosen AD. We have to cross-check BF. To minimize side flashes, the grounding resistance should be kept as low as possible. Underline should be kept. Where else do you see the word should? You have to respond. And the geometry should be arranged so as to minimize surface breakdown. Yes or no? BE. That seem a pair. Those two seem a pair. Now what have you got? AD and BE. How many options with AD, BE? Only one option. That means what is the answer? Because you can't go for the third option. As simple as that. Have you chosen the second one? A third one? Fine. Cloudburst, a sudden, very heavy rainfall, usually local in nature and of brief duration. Local, brief, heavy rain. That means AF. How many options with AF? But check CE. What is C here? In these storms, there are violent uprushes of air, which what? At times prevent the condensing raindrops from falling to the ground. That seems right. So what is the answer here? I think all the three you should get, should not be a problem. Now we'll go to error location or what? Correct order of words. Power surges. Underline the word surge. I'm sure you all know what does it mean. Power surges along protectors, can you say? Or along wires. Power surge, where does it happen? Along wires. That means how many, what is the first word here? How many options with D? That should be your answer. But always cross check. What is the second word here? A. Coming into the structure are deflected by arresters or transient what? Protectors to the outside surface of each what? Shield as they travel through the series and are thus incrementally attenuated. Perfect. Answer is which one? A recent study examining presence of pendants, can you say? Or examining what? Thousands of pendants. It could be presence of pendants also, grammatically nothing wrong. But contextually speaking, what is the right word? Thousands of pendants. How many options begin with B? That should be your answer. Have you chosen that? But we'll check. Thousands of pendants. You all know the meaning of the word pendant. I'm not looking this side, I'm looking that side. Girls know pendants. I don't have to ask. You guys know pendants? No idea? What is a pendant? When a girl wears a necklace kind of a thing, a chain, at the end you see some small thing. It could be in the shape of a particular thing. It could be a bird. It could be a flower design. That is called a pendant. Am I right? Okay. So what is the answer here? Any other word? First one is what? Thousands of pendants from the Ice Age in Europe, dating between 34,000 and 24,000 years ago. After that, what is the second one? Revealed. D is what? Reveal. Already we have got many a time. What are the synonyms? Unveil, reveal, disclose, divulge, make public. All these you have to recollect. What is the third one? The presence of at least 9 distinct what? Culture groups. Perfect. How many have they given? Oh, both are easy or difficult. Should not be a problem. Have you read the passage? What is this about? Windstorms. All about wind. But they have mentioned a word. All of you write, please write these words. First you write the word blizzard. Blizzard means snowstorm. I am giving the words based on the word map. A few words that go with the context. Blizzard means what? Snowstorm. And when you go to a snowy region, a lot of snow over there, and a place like the Himalayas, the Andes, the Alps, what do you come across? Write the word glaciers. What are glaciers? They are thin sheets of snow or ice which keep moving but not visible to the naked eye. But they do move. And whenever they come across a slope, they lose that, because it has to be flat. Slope means they fall down with a lot of force. Then what do you call it? Very good. Write the word avalanche. You all must have seen the movie Bahubali. 1 or 2? 1. So avalanche. Have you guys got it? And sometimes what happens when you get exposed to snow for a long time, initially your fingers, your toes, they lose a sensation. What is the word for that? Please write the word numb. B is silent. Fingers and toes become numb. You leave it like that, then it results in, please write, frostbite. You expose yourself for a long time to snow, initially numb, and more exposure, frostbite. Frostbite means people, they suffer from the tissues in the body, they get eaten away. And then it results in one health issue. Write the word gangrene. The organisms, microscopic organisms, eat the tissues. That is known as what? Gangrene. And if you neglect, part of your leg, part of your arm may get eaten away. And when you talk to a mountaineer, you interact with a mountaineer, If you observe the fingers sometimes or the toes, you may see only part of the finger, part of the toe. That means because of frostbite, they are eaten away. The tissues are eaten away. But it spreads for, imagine half of the leg spread. Then it has to be stopped. Then what do doctors do? They try to cut that part of the leg. That is known as what, right? See, all these words I have given many a time. That's why I'm giving. Don't think I'm trying to show my knowledge here to impress you people. Please write amputation. Have you heard of this word any time? Amputate, verb form, amputation, noun. Cut off a body part. All these words you have to know for sure. And you have to know when it comes to write this word, hurricane. First you write the word hurricane, then you write the word cyclone. As people, we all belong to the tropical country. Broadly, we have two regions, temperate, tropical. 23.5 degrees above north, that is temperate. Below south, temperate. In between, what is it called? Tropical. India is a tropical country, 80%. And what we experience, we use the word cyclone. But if you take Westerners, the US, from the mid-Atlantic Ocean, they have a similar phenomenon over there. And that is known as hurricane. Hurricane is also a storm. We use the word cyclone, they use the word hurricane. But sometimes, have you written those two words? Sometimes what happens, we don't have, luckily we don't have that problem. But in the US, they experience something called, write this word, tornadoes. Have you heard of tornado? What is this tornado? Strong wind goes like this. That is also known, tornado is a scientific term. A layman says what? A whirlwind. You have to also recollect the word whirlpool. Tornadoes are very dangerous. I hope you guys are writing these words. They have this problem. Luckily, we don't have. Anyhow, with this awareness, let us go to, I think all the questions are easy, based on explicit information, based on statistical data, facts and figures. What is a windstorm? I think beginning of the passage they have defined. Is it A? Please respond. What is B here? I'll read out A, a tornado. Is it a tornado windstorm? No. Second one, a strong wind that can cause at least light damage to trees and buildings with or without precipitation. Mentioned clearly. Where is it mentioned? Starting, I suppose. Am I right? First sentence itself talks about that. Then easy or difficult? Easy question. What are wind speeds during a typical windstorm? This also mentioned. What is the number? Is it 55 kilometers? Mentioned, not mentioned. Easy or difficult? At the outset, the passage seems to be difficult, but questions are damn easy. Always remember, you cannot say easy or difficult. First, you have to have a look, answer all the questions, then you can say easy or difficult. Shall we go to the next one? What is a derecho? I think beginning of the passage they have mentioned. There are two questions based on. This question is about what it is. Next one, who has named. When you go there, you can answer both. So what is the first one? Is it a type of tornado? A windstorm caused by the gust of an approaching thunderstorm mentioned in the passage. So answer is the second option. Next one, who applied the term derecho to straight line winds in 1888? Who is that? Third option, Gustavus Hendricks, a physics professor from the University of Iowa. Clearly mentioned in the passage. An easy question. Which option is that? Third option, obviously. That's what I said, I suppose. Okay. Is it question number 10? What are the two main causes of longer period windstorms? I think one paragraph begins with that. See, here we have a paragraph. How does it begin? Longer period windstorms have two main causes. So what are those two causes? One is atmospheric pressure across a region. Second one, strong jet stream winds overhead. Which option talks about these two? Third option. Same wording has been used. Very easy to answer. What conditions are required for the US National Weather Service to issue a blizzard warning? I think it is at the fag end of the passage. I see it here. The US National Weather Service issues blizzard warnings when sustained winds or frequent gusts. What is the speed? To be 56 kilometers, 35 miles per hour. Which option says that? Third option? Easy or difficult? I hope you guys are with me. According to the passage, which of the following sentences is not true? Let me ask a question. How many of you have answered this? Raise your hands. But here it is okay. In the exam, do remember, this should be the last question to answer, or the last but one. Tell me why. Underline the word not true. These are nothing but traps. Here you are cool. When you take our mock test, you are cool. But in the exam, can you remain with the same poised nature? No, you'll be under tremendous pressure. And why are these not advisable? Tomorrow you have the exam. Please remember, you should aim for how much? Between 18 and 21 out of 30. If you get between 18 and 21, you will get the final selection. Same proportion mains also, proportionately. That's what I mean. 30, 18, 21 means what is the percentage? You have to answer immediately. 60 to 70. Proportionately out of 40, same thing. You are through. That means out of 30, if you can get 21, you should be extremely happy. That means how many questions you can afford to leave. This is one among them. You have to leave happily. Don't feel guilty for leaving some questions. And don't be greedy. Some students want to answer all the questions. Never ever do that. Do you have to answer all the questions? No need. 21 enough. More better. But these questions not at all advisable. What is the answer for this? Which option? Fifth option does not go with what has been mentioned in the passage. So answer is the fifth one. But to answer this, how many times you have to read the passage? 5 times. You don't have so much time. Shall we go to the next one? How many questions based on the passage? Please tell me. 8 or 9 or 10? 10. Who has got all the 10 correct? Wonderful. Highly appreciable. Who has got 7 plus? That is outstanding. I can say with conviction. What is the meaning of conviction? Strong belief. I can say with conviction, you guys are doing extremely well when it comes to passage. I'm serious. What are you supposed to say? Shall we go to the next set of questions? Or we have some more? Choose a word which expresses nearly the opposite. What is the word here? Produce. When you see the word produce, what should come to your mind? Yield. But yield can be positive, can be negative. And they want same or opposite. Based on the context, is it positive or negative? Based on the context. Produce means what? Positive. Now you need a negative word. What is the first one? Build positive, develop positive, construct positive, yield, you can take positive, but which one is negative? So what is the answer? Produce, destroy. It's not a question in my opinion. Shall I go to the next one? Choose the word which expresses nearly the same meaning of the given word. Peaked. I think this is challenging. Where is this word peaked? Tell me. Second paragraph. Second paragraph. Okay. I got it. Thank you. Peaked at or near 160 kilometers per hour means, what do you understand? Reached. Here peaked means what? Reached to that particular level. This is not an easy question. But let us take elimination approach. Can we use a word like, negative word like fell? Strike it off. Can you use a word like zoom? In this context, we are talking about geology, geography. Can we use a word like zoom out of context? And you can consider the first one. You can consider the fourth one. Can you use a negative word like devast? It is not contextually correct, not grammatically correct. Now you are left with what? Surge and soar. You are talking about what? Wind or something else? Wind. Then we cannot use the word soar. What is the word we have to use? Surge. Surge has two meanings. What is the first meaning? Sudden increase. What is the second meaning? Sudden forward movement. So what is the answer here? This is a bit challenging in my opinion. Have you guys chosen the first option? Soar goes with what? Underline the word soar. Please write the word soar. Goes with birds. Eagles soar high in the sky. Fly high in the sky. What is the second one? Please write these words. I have told many a time, you don't want to write, don't come. Today I don't want to say anything because you have an exam tomorrow and day after. Don't compel me to say that. Second one, I have a sore throat means what? Bad throat, you know that also. What is the other word you have to recollect? What do people say? Sour milk, wrong. Sour. How do you pronounce that? Sour. All the three you have to know, you have to recollect. Shall we go to the next one? Is that the last one or we have one more? Such of cold air aloft is particularly effective at causing the downward mixing of jet stream winds. Such what? Have I skipped any question? No. Flailing, waving, movement, inertia, cessation. Where is this blank? Such flailing of cold air. Can you say that? Waving of cold air. What is the next one? Movement of cold air you can say. So what is the answer here? Write the meaning of the word flailing. Same meaning in a way, waving and flailing, but flailing means moving in a wild manner. Means without any control. Move in a wild manner, we use the word flailing. It has other connotations as well. But what is the appropriate word? Movement. I think we have already got inertia. Inertia means what? Active, not active. Then what are the other words you have to recollect? Please write the word dormant. Inactive. What is the other word? Stagnant. Dormant, inactive, stagnant. But inertia goes, it's a physics term actually. It has another combination you have to learn and remember. Today, if you take Western countries, about 40% don't cast the vote because they don't believe in the system. In our country also, the trend has started. About 10%, who are these people? Intellectuals of the highest order. And they don't believe in the system. You all know what our system is. I don't want to talk about that. And that is known as, please write this combination. What is it called? Political inertia. An important combination they have given already once or twice as a passage. Political inertia means you're not interested in the system. You don't cast your vote. Have you got the meaning? Shall we go to the next one? I think this is a new set or passage, the last one, that one. From where the new set? From 16. These are not challenging, but some important words you can learn based on the questions. The billionaires, underline the word donation. Donation to what? Orphanage. You all know the word orphans. Who are they? With parents or without parents? Orphanage transformed the lives of countless children, providing them with education and opportunities they had never dreamed possible. Now tell me, the entire context is positive or negative? Completely positive. And the word itself, donation, talks about donation to orphanage, positive context. What is the first one? Philanthropic. We have got this word many a time. I give the example of the Westerners. Western people believe in, please write this word, charity. What do they believe in? Charity. They donate. Students also will be surprised to know their students after 14 years, youngsters, don't depend on parents. Once they attain how many years? If they depend on parents, then they have to face, please write this, peer pressure. This is an important combination you have to write. Peer pressure means their friends don't respect, people of same age group don't respect them. They try to insult. Oh, you're still depending on your parents. No respect in the society. And these youngsters, what do? At the age of 14, they take up part-time jobs. And they have something called dignity of labor. The girl may belong to a rich family, the boy may belong to a billionaire's family, but they take up a job in a restaurant serving food. They take up a job in petrol bunk, and no one looks down upon those. They take a lot of pride. The father may say, I'm proud of my daughter. She is not taking money from me, she is working in a restaurant. Can you imagine something like that in our country? Imagine a girl here, influenced by Western culture, wants to be independent, doesn't want to take money from the father, goes to the father and says, I don't want to take pocket money from you, I would like to take up a part-time job in a restaurant. What will be the reaction? One slap or two slaps? If possible, two. One slap, the girl goes away from there, then only one slap. We cannot imagine something like that. Hold the first one. We need a positive word or a negative word. Stingy is what? Negative. Write the word miser. Old English, we would use the word miser. Who is a miser? A rich person but doesn't spend money. Today also you come across in your friend circle, some guys, girls may be rich, but they never spend money. Then what do you call that person? He is a stingy guy. Have you heard of that? Can you say petty? Petty issue means small. Write the word trivial. Here, petty donation, can it transform the lives of orphans? So not correct. You're talking about something positive. Can you use a negative word like suspicious? Munificent, an important word. Please write the word, write the meaning. What is the fifth option here? Munificent means extremely generous. You should know the meaning of the word generous also. I will give the example. First you write. Imagine a beggar comes to you. How much does he expect from you? Tell me. 1 rupee, those days are gone. Now they have the mobiles and they show you the... I have seen Jubilee Hills Crossroads. They expect minimum 5 rupees or 10 rupees. But you give 500 note. Then what is it called? You are what? Munificent. Means what? Extremely generous. You are supposed to give 10 rupees, you give 100 or 500. Generous or extremely generous? Extremely generous. Have you got the meaning? But coming to the question, what is the answer? First option, philanthropic donation. Philanthropy means what? Thinking for the welfare of the people, rich people. I hope you all know that word. Philanthropy means what? Thinking of the welfare of the people and donating money. Today, if you take billionaires like Western countries, Microsoft, who is that guy? Bill Gates. And our country, Shiv Nadir, Premji, Tatas, Birlas, they contribute crores of rupees. They are called what? Philanthropists. That's an important word. Shall we go to the next one? What is the number? This is quite difficult. Quite difficult. Because all are synonyms in a way. The novel's antagonist, underline the word antagonist. Write a few words. First you write the word hostile. I've given this many a time. Hostile, we say enmity, but what is the spelling? No I letter. Enmity. E-N-M-I-T-Y. And another word I give, what is that one? Antagonistic. Hostile, enmity, antagonistic, they all mean the same. Positive or negative? Every novel, every story, every movie, typical plot is what? Hero heroine, villain. Villain, what do you say? And what is the opposite? Protagonist, hero. Was described with a gleam in his eyes, means shine in his eyes. He is malevolent. Malevolent means bad, write the meaning. Bad intentions. Malevolent, always remember M-A-L, negative connotation. Malpractice, you all know malpractice? That is negative, M-A-L. Malevolent intentions clear in every sinister word and action. Sinister, important word. Sinister has two meanings. Usually a negative word means something very bad, cruel, something on the negative side. Sinister plot, write one combination. Sinister plot. Sinister plot is usually to kill someone. What could be the worst? Kill someone. Then what do you say? Sinister plot. First one is what? Satanic. Means related to, please write a few words here. Ghost, spirit. Satanic, diabolical, sinister, not sinister. Demon, how do you pronounce this? Demon. From that you get this word. All mean the same. Then not easy to decide. Sinister means something negative in a way that is also related to this context. Malignant goes with diseases. What does it go with? And it goes with tumors. You all know tumor. Malignant tumor, benevolent tumor. Only one you can eliminate. Which one is that? Fourth one. But we are talking about a person, and I don't know how many of you have chosen, on what basis. Imagine you have chosen the first one, it is correct. And you have chosen the second one, that is also correct. You have chosen the third one, that is also correct. You have chosen the fifth one, that is also correct. But what does the key say? First one. But all mean the same. They are all what? Please respond. Synonyms, and you can use. But why this particular word? I don't know whether, I hope you guys are with me. Underline the word novel. That is a clue. Based on the context here, we cannot use other words. Here, with a satanic gleam. That is very difficult to make out. And how many of you heard of Salman Rushdie? Raise your hands. No one. Okay. He, once an Indian, now a Britisher. He wrote a novel, The Satanic Verses. What is the title? Satanic Verses. And for that he got Booker Prize. Have you heard of Booker Prize? Then I will not write. Sorry. He got that. And when he wrote that novel, it became controversial. And many people wanted to kill him. He had to escape to the UK. And today also there is a threat on his life. Many people are waiting eagerly to kill him. I think he's alive. I'm not quite sure about that. Anyhow, what is the answer here? Shall we go to the next one? In many cultures, elders are, for their wisdom and experience, what do you understand? Elders are respected, not respected. Why are they respected? Why should we respect elders, tell me? Because elders have seen everything. They have experience, they have wisdom. When you learn from them, there's another saying here. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Have you heard of this any time? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. That means what? Already some old man has learned. He has learned the lessons. He has the wisdom. Do you have to experience all that to gain that wisdom? Or you have to listen to him and gain the wisdom? You listen to him 5 minutes. You have to experience one life. Which one is better, 5 minutes or entire life? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We should always respect elders for their wisdom and experience. Their advice, underline. Is it verb or noun? Noun, V-I-C is noun, V-I-S-E is verb. Sought on matters of great importance and their presence considered a blessing. But reality is something different. Reality is what? People like old people or they hate old people. I hope the mic is on. As such, I have a bad throat. I sound entirely different today. not my regular tone, not my regular voice. And usually people don't like old people. That is a fact no one can deny. What is the reason? Please write this word. Old people have no work except one thing. What is that? Nagging all the time. Have you heard of this word any time? Nagging means what? Imagine there's a grandmother, there's a grandfather. Exceptions are there. Generally, I'm talking. They tell the same thing 20 times. You get irritated, you don't get irritated. Obviously, you respect, you don't respect. These are all general statements. Anyhow, their presence considered a blessing. Context is positive or negative? Obviously positive. What is the first one? Admired, positive. Respected, same. Venerated, same. Honored. Honored doesn't go with this context. Honor means you do something, not literally respect, but you try to place someone at a different level altogether. Esteemed also you cannot use. You have to decide between admired, respected, venerated. Of these three words, which two words go with everyday English? Which word goes with effective English? Admired, respected go with everyday English. Venerated also means the same. That goes with effective English. So when you have synonyms, one goes with effective and other they go with everyday. Which one should you prefer? The one that goes with. So what is the answer based on that? Have you chosen that one? Yes or no? Which one have you chosen? Respected. Nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you, those who have chosen, how many of you have chosen admired? Raise your hands. You can take 1 mark. How many of you have chosen respected? Take 1 mark. How many of you have chosen venerated? Take 1 mark. All the three can be used, but between or among all those, which is the best, that you should decide. Shall we go to the next one? Despite their best efforts, the team felt a deep sense of, as the storm continued to rage. Underline the word rage. Rage has two meanings. One meaning, please write, anger. Second one, cause damage. In this context, first one or second one? Second one, storm. Can you say storm anger? No. Cause damage, ravaging, rage. Here, devastating. Undoing all the progress they had made in securing the village. Context is not easy, but in a way positive or negative. Negative because it made a negative impact and they lost something. Undoing, underline undoing. You did something, you lose that. Then what is the word we use? Undoing. Have you got it? What is the first one here? Can you say sense of pointless? I don't think so. Grammatically also not correct. Sense of futility. Write the word form futile. I have given many a time. Futile means what? Please write this word. No use at all. In vain. That also means the same. What is the next one? Fizzle. But we use a phrase, it is a phrasal verb, we use one preposition. Please write fizzle out. Fizzle out, positive or negative? Negative. Initially you start at one level, slowly it goes down, then what do you say? Fizzle out. Their enthusiasm has fizzled out. Means what? Initially 100%, slowly it came down to 10%. Can you use in this context? Cropper. But write one expression. Come a cropper. This has been given a few times. Someone tries something, a project, a venture, then complete failure. Then what do we say? People expect a lot, but that person may fail, the project may fail. Then what do we say? What do we say? It came a cropper. Come, what is the past form? Came. It came a cropper means it became a, write the word, failure. Come a cropper means to fail. To fail. Have you written? This is also a challenging one. A sense of pointless, futility, in vain, they all mean the same, don't consider. Of all the three, grammatically speaking, contextually speaking, the best word is what? Sense of futility. That is a word you have to. How many of you have chosen the second option? Good. Have you chosen the first one? Why not? You should also ask me, or think at least, why not the first one? Had they given, please write this word form, pointlessness. What is the correct word form here? Pointlessness. Felt a deep sense of pointlessness would have been correct. But have they given that word form? Then it is not correct. Sense of in vain. Here we cannot use in vain. In vain is a standard expression. He tried, but in vain. Are you guys listening? What is the pattern? He tried a lot, but in vain. Means he hasn't got a positive result, he got a negative result. Pattern doesn't go with this sentence. So what is the answer? Not an easy one. Shall we go to the next one? The doctor spoke with a calm and reassuring tone, hoping to the patient's fears. Patients as such have a lot of fears. What is the role of a doctor? To aggravate the situation or remove the fears? Remove the fears, what are the words? Or reduce the pain, alleviate, assuage, mitigate, allay. Another word, you have to remove the fears. What is the first one? Assuage. That goes more with reducing the pain. But context talks about, we don't know whether reducing or removing completely. Underline the word fears. Generally, fear we try to remove completely, not reduce. And what is the second one? Hoping to ease the patient's fears. You can consider, but not a powerful word. Ease. Ease, write the meaning. Comfort. Ease means what? Comfort. He speaks with a lot of ease. Means what? With a lot of comfort. Quell. Quell means suppress. And it goes with something like revolution, mutiny, rebellion, uprising. We try to suppress. Then what is the word we use? Quell. And what is the next one? Allay. There is something called word combination in English. When it comes to fears, we prefer the word allay. Allay the fears means what? Remove the fears. Hold that one. Amend, you all know the word amend. What is the meaning of amend? Amendment, change. Same meaning this also. So you have to decide between the first one and the fourth one. So what is the answer? Have you chosen the fourth option? Allay the fears means remove the fears. Context, word combination, that is the word you have to. How many of you have chosen the fourth option? Raise your hands. How many of you have chosen the first option? Second option? Oh, some. Answer is the fourth option. What is the reason? Tell me. Allay the fears, remove the fears. Word combination. Over. How many of you have worked on this para jumble? So many. Have you got the correct order? First question. Second question, while attempting, yesterday you must have taken this mock. Yesterday or today? When do you take? Did you get disturbed while going through? Okay. Hold this one. Once the live session is over, I will tell you. Now let us go to 26. 26 to 28. What are they about? 26 to 30, I think. Correct? Grammar based. One question, how many sentences? 3. How many questions? 5 or 3? 5. That means how many sentences you have to work on? 15. We'll check each one, shall we? The town council spent a lot of money. The town council, nothing wrong, spent what? A lot of money. I hope you're doing it. Spend a lot of money to do what? To preserve the old castle and other places of historic interest. You should feel comfortable. Nothing wrong. Your job is to find out correct ones or wrong ones. Hold this one. Mathematics, underline mathematics. Already have learned a rule. Nouns, some nouns always have the plural form, but take a singular verb. What are the important subjects? Mathematics, physics, linguistics, economics, statistics. So nothing wrong with is. Is fundamental to understanding the universe's intricate patterns and structures. Anything wrong? Nothing wrong with this also. What is the third one? The photographer tripped over a lead, wrenching a microphone from its stand. This is a bit difficult to make out. Unfamiliar context and new words. Underline the word trip over. But trip over we have got a few times. Imagine you are walking or I am walking. Imagine there are bags all over. Then I trip over one of the bags. Means what happens? I fall flat. Yes or no? And we trip over stones and some bags or something while walking, something comes our way. We trip over. And a lead. But here context is entirely different. Means he came across a lead. That's what you have to understand. Wrenching a microphone from its stand. You should understand removing a microphone from its stand. You know, microphone and remove from the stand. But context is not at all clear. But you can be damn sure about A and B. Yes or no? Is there any option like A, B, C? Any option like A and B? Which option is that? So what is the answer? Have you chosen that one? What does the key say? Check once. Which option? Is it first option? Mathematics is fundamental to understanding. What is it? Oh, I ignored that one. We have an error here. Fundamental to understand. Basic form or infinitive. Second one is wrong. Third one I overlooked. I also do it sometimes, okay? And what is the answer based on that? Thanks for bringing it to my notice. Shall we go to the next one? She could have finished. That, does it sound grammatically correct? What should come to your mind? She could have finished. Could have finished. It talks about a past possibility. There was a possibility for something to happen but did not happen. Then what do we say? I could have done it. She could have done it. She could have finished. So this is wrong. This is also a correct sentence. An unhappy home or a unhappy home. Environment can affect or effect. Both are correct. I've told you guys many a time, affect is a verb. Effect can be a noun, can be a verb. But generally we use it as what? Hold the second one. She only wanted to help, and which was why she volunteered. Which was why she volunteered. Now you have to think of, first one is ruled out. How many options with A? Remove those two. Now you have to decide between which two. Keep the fifth one, hold the fifth one. Only B, only C. What is C? She only wanted to help, and which was why she volunteered. Anything wrong with this? Nothing wrong. So answer should be which one? But perhaps there is another possibility here. Please strike off the word which and write, that was why. Please write that also. Everything seems to be nothing wrong with can affect. But generally we prefer which one? Can affect is the better one between the two. Will you say can affect, or it can affect your studies, or it can affect your studies? What do you say? Affect your studies. That means what? First one is wrong. Second one is wrong. Third one is also wrong. So what is the answer? Shall I go to the next one? But that is not easy under pressure. How many of you have chosen 27? Fifth option, raise your hands. That is outstanding, highly appreciable. The dog barks loud every morning. Right or wrong? You guys have to respond. Many Indians think it is wrong. Perhaps the one who has set the paper also must have thought of that. But when I teach adverbs, I tell students some adverbs. Usually we form adverbs in English by adding ly to what? Adjectives. Sudden, suddenly. Quick, quickly. Abrupt, abruptly. But some adverbs have the same form as adjectives. I give 5 examples. Please write those 5 examples. First one is what? Hard. Second one, fast. They have given these two many a time, you have to remember. Next one, late. Next one, loud. Next one, it is early. Already ly. Early can be an adjective, can be an adverb. Early bird, adjective. He always comes early, adverb. But what is the fourth one here? He always comes late. Here it is an adverb. Late comer. Here it is an adjective. But loud, we all know what is the adverbial form. We know Indian perception, I'm telling. Hope you are listening attentively. From a typical Indian's perception, loud is adjective. Because the combination loud noise. Noise is what? Noun. Loud noise, adjective. Speak loudly. Loudly is what? Adverb. Speak how? Loudly. But many of you may not know the word loud can be an adjective, can be an adverb. I can also say, usually people say in this part of the world, please speak loudly. But native speakers may say, please speak loud. Loud is both an adjective and an adverb. That means there is an error or no error. If you don't respond, as such, no error, but we don't know what exactly. We'll see. Hold that one. She started to sing, and then the others. So there is an error here. It is imperative that politicians should be good communicators. It is imperative, means what? It is important, essential, vital, understood. Politicians should be good communicators. Communicators are bad communicators. Good are very good communicators. Obviously. Can you be damn sure about C? Yes or no? And second one, you can be damn sure wrong. That means how many options with C? How many options with B? You have to eliminate options with B. Now you are left with how many? 2 and 3. Second one is what? Only C. And third one is what? Both A and C. A typical Indian may say, I'm not quite sure. What does the key say? Check once. Second one or third one? Second one. That's the point I'm trying to put across. What is the point? A typical Indian will consider only C. But standard British English, what is the answer? No. What is the answer here? A and? Have you guys got it? Let us go to the next one. The philosopher's theories have profoundly influenced or influenced. Why? Have. Profoundly, adverb. Which tense is that? Present perfect tense. Any perfect tense, the main verb should be in which form? Past participle form. So strike off influence, add the letter D. Have influenced. D is missing, so it is wrong. These also correct? By implementing a comprehensive recycling program, the city significantly reduced its environmental footprint and promoted sustainable living practices among its residents. Underline the word practices. Here, is it a noun or a verb? You guys have to respond. Noun. Noun spelling CES. Nothing wrong with that. This seems right. Hold this one. Though a lengthy sentence. What is the third one? The documentary shed light. Shed here means throw light. Give more information on the critical issue of environmental conservation. This is perfect. So you can, second one you cannot be sure because a lengthy sentence, you should be good at English. Only C, you can be damn sure. How many options with C? What is the second one here? Both, but already we have rejected which one? That means what is the answer? Have you chosen the third one? The last one. Lie your clothes or lay your clothes? Strike it off. Can you send me your, what should be the word here? That means what you are. You have to say you are or your phone, your recipe. So what is the right word here? Whatever you are. That means second one is right or wrong? Wrong. The school is specially for children with schooling has been disrupted by illness. Doesn't make any sense. So what is the answer here? Which option is that?